This week on Wildcat News, we get student opinions on women's marches.
We look into World Read Aloud Day.
And we sit down with students that enjoy a winter activity.
All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now.
Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Allison Wade.
And I'm Caroline Carlson. Following the recent women's marches across the United States, students share different viewpoints. Recently, many women's marches have been held in various locations. Senior Cassidy Dillinger wasn't planning on attending, but after the invitation from her friend, she was convinced and glad she went.
It was such an enriching experience, even for all the men and women that showed up, to learn new things, and because we're not aware of everything that's happening, even though we might think we are, but hearing those different women speak, it was just really enlightening.
One student choosing to remain anonymous chose not to attend and states, "I believe that you can do whatever you want and believe whatever you want. You have the freedom to march and to protest, and I think it's good that people exercise that right. But personally, I don't understand what they are marching about. I feel like women already have all their rights." Dillinger shares the main goal of a women's march.
We go into this with the idea of that feminism is the goal, and unfortunately we've associated feminism nowadays where women need to have more power than men, and that's not what feminism is. We should be having equality, and that is the point of trying to educate everybody that we are all equals and that we all deserve the same rights.
Dillinger took a lot away from this experience.
Prior to going, I thought I was a fairly educated female, but afterwards, I walked away knowing I had learned a lot more, so even if I didn't directly make an impact afterwards, I feel like I could make more of one now.
The anonymous student also says, "From my own personal life as a woman, I've never experienced anything that I feel makes me upset or like I've been oppressed. We need to shift our focus to women who are actually in need. There are women in other countries who don't have any rights. I would 100% be for protesting for those women, but in the United States, I feel like we have it really well off." I'm Caroline Carlson, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Caroline. World Read Aloud Day took place last week and multiple students participated. Miranda Bean reports.
World Read Aloud Day is an event made to encourage people across the globe to read and promote world literacy. Senior Caitlin Campbell feels this day is important and wants people of all ages to participate.
I think that high school students should participate in World Read Aloud Day because I think it gives high school students more of a chance to be able to read different kinds of books and see what they're interested in. So not many high school students nowadays read. I'm reading all the time, but it'll give them more of a purpose to expand their mind, whether it be nonfiction or fiction, whatever they prefer.
Media coordinator Yvette Davis shares what events were planned to help promote a new side of reading.
We haven't been able to participate a lot in the past because of the way our schedule has fallen on the calendar. So this year we're really excited. It's our first year being able to participate. We wanted to do things that felt fun but not too juvenile for high schoolers. So this year we're hosting our first annual Great Reading Race, and we're also participating in a really big flip grid that we're creating to share out with the local elementary schools. Sometimes when we get to high school, reading becomes a chore, and we wanted to remind everyone that reading can be fun and goofy, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it can be involve a lot of people as opposed to just being totally silent and alone.
Campbell shares why she believes reading is important.
Reading so many books gives you a broader mind about the world today, and it can help you oh, I thought about this, but I was wrong, and it helps you get more ideas. It can help grow your imagination a lot, and that's, again, an important thing for high schoolers to remember how it felt to be a kid again, because I'm pretty sure a lot of high schoolers are really stressed a lot of the time. And it helps me escape the world that I'm currently in, and it helps me escape that stress that I'm currently in, and that hole, and it helps me create a whole new world of imagination and possibilities that are endless.
Davis feels you are never too old for reading.
We have teachers who are participating, and high school students, I think they've kind of that made them like reading when they were little, and I think it's helpful to be reminded that reading can be fun too. It doesn't have to be a chore for an assignment all the time.
I'm Miranda Bean, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Miranda. Now let's head over to Grace and Bess with the rundown.
I'm Grayson Benson, welcome to the rundown. Here's last week's scores. Last Friday, girls varsity basketball won 44-33, and boys varsity basketball lost 61-50 against Smithfield Selma, and Friday and Tuesday, basketball is home. Come out and support your winter athletes. I'm Grayson Betts, and that's your week's rundown.
There are many festivities during the winter time, and some students enjoy one in particular.
Bundle up and have fun. Ice skating is an activity that some people enjoy during the winter season. Senior Hannah Tran shares why she thinks ice skating is popular.
The colder it gets, I think it's just a feeling that a lot of people get to go out and do something different, because the beach is like super cold and you don't want to go outside.
Sophomore Madison Smith skates just for fun.
I enjoy going ice skating because it's a fun time with family and friends, and it's cold, which you don't get a lot of down here.
Tran uses her skills to teach kids how to skate.
There's been kids that I've taught who have started to keep skating, and they get to a point where they start doing private lessons, and then I see them bloom from that.
The smooth ice is what Smith enjoys the most about skating.
It feels great when my ice skates hit the ice because it's uncomfortable on the rug before you get on, and the ice just feels soothing.
Tran says that if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
If you try hard enough, then there's always room for possibilities. And like, we have like adult classes, and that's where most of them, they come in and they're like, there's no way I can do any of it, and then they get to a point where they're like really good.
I'm Allison Wade, Wildcat News.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia.
And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Carolyn Carlson.
And I'm Allison Wade. Thanks for watching and have a great week.